development for the continent and beyond. This even as many low-income countries are facing uneven economic growth, surging debt, climate challenges, and geopolitical conflict. IDA, which offers concessional financial seeks to spur a resilient and inclusive economic recovery, as well as to ensure jobs growth for future generations, predicting that by 2050, a quarter of the people globally will be African. Our reporter, Nicole Njuguna, has been attending that summit and joins us live from KICC, Nairobi. Nicole, good afternoon. Perhaps what happened this morning and what were the deliberations?
Good afternoon to you, Grace. And it is a beehive of activity here at the KICC as various African leaders have today convened here in a bid to call on the World Bank on the IDA 21 for a robust replenishment of concessional funds. So essentially, to just break down what concessional funds means is that governments can access financing from the World Bank at more favorable terms, and these finances will be channeled towards the development of the for the different African states here. So we have seen various African heads of state, and essentially in the morning they were just painting a picture of of the different challenges that they are facing in their different economies, and highlighting that it is important for us to build sustainable and inclusive, resilient communities. So some of the challenges that different African countries are facing is they're grappling with surging debt, an uneven economic growth, climate changes, as well as the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as different macroeconomic shocks that have been put into the economy so far. So I can say some of the African heads of state present is President Samia Suluhu of Tanzania. We have also seen President Yoweri Museveni from Uganda. We have also seen President Nana Akufo-Addo. And currently, right now, we are just waiting for the different African heads of state to come in from a closed door session where they're having deliberations on the IDA 21 replenishment, which now after this closed door session where the presidents are, we'll expect them to give us the Nairobi IDA communique, which essentially just summarizes what we should expect in the IDA 21 resources. So essentially the IDA 21 resources will be the resources that the different governments currently will receive going forward. Tanzania hosted the last IDA conference just last December. So anytime now we're expecting the various heads of state to come in and give us the deliberations that they've had in the closed-door meeting. We also expect President William Ruto to give us the closing remarks, and this will just channel the direction of the IDA 21 summit. So maybe just to mention that some of the different areas that heads of state have agreed need to be almost reinforced is human capital development, leveraging on technology, the access to sustainable resources, and even agriculture. So those are just some of the deliberations that we're expecting the different African presidents to discuss, and you can be sure that we will bring you subsequent updates and developments on what the different heads of state convene and discuss. Back to you in studio, Grace. I hope you're well there.
Well, thank you so much, Nicole, for that detailed report. Nicole Njuguna, their reporter at KICC, following up that summit. As she said, heads of state currently are in a closed-door meeting